finishing up this one. I'm walking away from the angle that you can see the stripes. Pretty large property. Got a small trailer today. Go home, I'll hook up to the big one for tomorrow. Let's see. Show you the entrance. This is a pretty entrance. Nothing's really coming out. Lighting's not the best, but always be ready. Strap down, ready to go. So, V-Ride 90% of the time, the SRM 2620, and just for once you get into the regular maintenance stuff, just the 580T. Good to go. Gates latched, in the books. See everybody tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Alright, well, usually I leave the blower on and blow myself off, and you can see I got stuff all over me. Anyway, second mow of that property. Been there 3 times now between the cleanup and the 2 now lawn maintenance services. Cleanup was included. It's nice, you know. Ooh, almost lost the phone. That was in a little development, dead end street, beautiful. Guy has about 15 acres, 2.5, 3, about 2.75 are mowable. So relatively large account. I do it with the V-Ride. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Just update on following videos. I just gotta, you know, I just released a video about coming back from one of my bi-weeklies. It's a lady that I've had for a while. I talk about her property a lot more than others on the channel, just because, you know, she's been with me from the start, and she has a very interesting situation where she actually rents the home, but is in charge of keeping it to a certain standard. So I don't understand that agreement, but whatever, it's worked for her. She's told me she's been there 7 full years. This is year 8, or this would be year 8. Sometimes, sorry if you hear the truck. Sometimes going down a hill, this won't. It's downshifts, which is nice to slow the truck down, but then it doesn't always go back. You kind of have to rev it out. There we go, for it to shift. Anyway, but she was, you know, poor old lady. You know, she has dogs, so it's not easy for her to just like find another rental. And you know, the prices are through the freaking roof. You know, I don't know what she was. I had no idea, but I just know rentals are absolutely through the roof. Anyway, you know, I get a call that she just found out that they're not letting her renew. I don't know if they're planning on selling the property or what, but the management company, whoever owns this home, you know, is doing something like that. And you know, I just feel for her, because, you know, it's so hard. I don't know what she's gonna do, but she's so worried about getting it back into shape. And, you know, the poor lady, she's a nurse at like a rehab center. So, sorry, this is one of these hard intersections here. She's a nurse at a rehab center, and you know, she's still working. She should be retired, in my opinion, you know, but you just feel for these people, right? I give a lot of breaks to her. You know, she's a little behind, but she's so worried about, she didn't even knew, she's so all over the place. She hadn't come back to the back of her property, because the front of the property is all It was all just garden. It's driveway into a garden, and there's no lawn in the front. You got to go to the backyard for the lawn. I had been there several times between the cleanup. Did a first mow yesterday, double cut. Got the property looking as nice as I could, you know, in the relative time that I had. I mean, you know, due to reasons I might have mentioned, you know, if you could kind of pick up who it is on the videos, you know, that property kind of got neglected. Not neglected, that's not really the right word, but financial issues arose for, you know, and we had to kind of cut the season short. So and last year, unlike most years, you know, whatever, the fall, all right, whatever, you leave the leaves, but last year we had so much rain that the grass never slowed down, and the grass was growing high even all the way through the fall. So we kind of had like that, I don't want to call it dead, but that dead winter grass, but it was long and thick because it was growing in thick, and it was just whatever. So I double cut it. I actually cut it down to 3 inches because I know next week is so busy for me. I'm not going to get there. That it's going to be at least 2 weeks. So I cut it down to 3, just for so it was a little more manageable. Everybody else is either the one I just mowed was 3 1/4. One before that I think was 3 1/2. But anyway, that's not the thing today. It's not what I'm talking about today. But I just feel bad, you know. And she had no idea that I even did it. I texted her, but I guess she didn't even read the text. I was like, hey, you know, I just give her a heads up that I was buying, and I did it. But you know, now this is how fast your business could pivot just with one person. So that account brings in $5,000 a year. Not a lot, but when you're part-time, one account bringing in $5,000, not bad. That's the reason why I kept well, I'm towing it now, but the small trailer. I kept the small trailer just because getting in and out is hard. I can't do anything bigger. And then I still have use for it. Like, you know, I kept it on today because that property I just dig, you got to turn around in a tight cul-de-sac, and you know, you could do it with the longer trailer. It's just, you know, you don't want to kill the tires if you don't have to. So had it hooked up, so it was all kind of planned. But you know, now that I mean, we're still going to continue to service the property. I have no idea when she's out. I'm going to guess another month or 2. So, and that's a bi-weekly, so probably only 1 or 2 more services. You know, what do we, you know, and she does have some catching up with paying and stuff. But I'm not super worried about that. But I'm just, you know, how your business could change so fast. I mean, you know, you keep certain mowers. You don't even realize you keep certain mowers for certain properties. Like, I got to contact that guy because that was one of the ones that I wouldn't take the skag on, because she always had, you know, sweet old lady, but always had a problem with, you know, she had dogs, and she just kind of let them out in the yard and didn't pick up after them. And this year I've implemented the pet waste fee. She's got it a couple times already, but you know, whatever. That's her. It is what it is. But you know, if this trailer was supposed to get sold, I really have to follow up on what, you know, if this guy actually wants it or not. He says he does, but I haven't heard from him in a little bit, because we got to get a time and get this done. If not, do I try? It's a little late now because it's mid-April already. Do I try and sell off that mower and the trailer as a little starter pack, as a little like low maintenance starter pack. I mean, most guys get busy in the have their stuff together now, but maybe you have a last minute person that just, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna cut lawns, and hey, I can get this mower and this trailer for whatever, $6,000. They might budge. So and that's an extra $6,000 for me. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I don't know. Again, I've been in contact with somebody for this mower, but everybody, it's marketplace, so people suck. Some people are great. They come right away, they take your stuff, cash in hand, and it's a great transaction. And others beat around the bush and kind of string you along. Oh, I can't pick it up this week, maybe next week. And I'm like, well, I'm not really holding it for you, but at the same time, I'm not really getting too many people to bite. And then maybe something else for them comes up along the way, and they dip. Stuff like that. So I don't know. I gotta reach out to this guy, make sure he still wants it. If he wants it, I have no problem keeping the trailer for a little bit. But the annoying thing is, I mean, I don't mind keeping 2 trailers because it is a use to me. But the annoying thing is just switching out the ball all the time. I love my hitch. I believe in high quality hitches. I use a weight safe hitch, but it's a process. I don't need to tell you guys, but to change out a trailer isn't necessarily it's not even like back in the day where you had to have multiple attempts to, everybody hooks up first shot now with these cameras and everything. It's not that. It's, chocking the wheels, unchocking the wheel, whether we're taking on or off, couplers, locks, changing out the ball to, is it a 2 inches, a 2 5/16? It's a plethora of keys. It's a plethora of locks. It's, straps on one trailer versus another. It's a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I don't want to keep buying stuff. So I'm kind of in the mood to go run a little leaner right now. That other trailer, I don't have a dump trailer. The small trailer is perfect. It's got doesn't have sides built up like crazy, but it's not all open. It does have about 2.5 feet, which isn't a lot, but it's at least a base to start. I got a lot of brush and stuff I got to take, and I would rather rent dump trailers and get it done in one shot, but that costs money. And also, if you're going to spend money, you're going to dedicate time to projects, and I don't have the time. So it would be, it would also be a plan for me if I'm just going to use it around my own property to, over time, just keep putting stuff in it, and then run it to the dump and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud, kind of. I'll plan. I feel so bad for this woman, and I don't know why. It's just, everything with like, I don't really feel for most customers. Somebody behind, I'll let them know right away. But it's just, at the end of the day, I have a really soft spot for her. Anyway, that's all. But you don't know when you're gonna lose a customer. Maybe they move. Maybe, God forbid they're older and pass away. You don't know. And you big guys, it's just one customer out of 100. It's not a big deal. But for the small guys, for the part-time guys, who have 15 clients, 1 or 2 changes a business. It really can. That's all I got. Hopefully everybody's mowing now. Weather's beautiful. Have a good rest of your week, and stay safe, everyone.